So from what you've been saying about Peter and about Garrett, it's obvious that you like to form relationships with collaborators and that this is something that you must be feeling or you wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
That over time it's been fruitful for you. There's this real value in having these long-term relationships that are that's drawing things out of you as an artist is what I'm getting.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's important when you're, being so vulnerable and doing something with music. You want the listener to, I guess, pick up on that, you feel comfortable and you're doing something that's for you.
Because there are themes of a sort on, well, a theme of a sort on the EP, in that if you look at the track titles alone, we have Can't Bring Back the Dead and Label Me a Killer, and then we have Slaying Ghosts. So I looked at it and thought, there's something here. And I don't know if it's intentional, so I'm interested to find out if you just looked at those tracks and went, oh, they seem to have a theme.
It was not intentional. And I had thought about doing an EP down the track. And then I was actually on a radio interview last year, and the man who was interviewing me said, it's a bit of a theme, like it's a bit of a dark theme with some of your songs. And I was like, is there? And then that was the first time I'd ever thought it'd been brought to my attention. I thought there is. And then I sat down and I looked at the songs that I had released and the songs that I had sitting in my Dropbox ready to be released. And I thought there is definitely a bit of a dark theme, obviously a pretty crappy time in my life. And I thought, why not, put them all together and wrap them up in a bow and like almost say goodbye to that era as well, because I was quite young writing those songs. And I think you change over the years, and I've just got out of the studio not long ago with Garrett, and the two songs have just recorded a lot more, I think, vibrant in a sense. So it just felt right to add them all together. But no, it was definitely not intentional. And I actually thought, geez, am I okay? But not intentional, but it works.
Well, I suppose it's also a surprise to see what your subconscious throws up, really. Looking at those
Yeah,
songs, it's like, oh, I need to get some stuff out.
that's exactly right.
Mm. But that cathartic nature of songwriting, to get it out and then move on and then come to vibrancy. So the songs that you have just recorded, do you have a plan for when you're releasing them, or you're planning to record quite a few more and then see what happens?
I'm just thinking of releasing them as singles at the moment, and that was always what I was just going to do, is continue releasing singles. I sometimes find maybe releasing an EP or an album when you still have quite a smaller audience can be sometimes difficult to, I didn't want any of my songs that I'd, worked really hard for to get lost in an EP and potentially not be heard. So I wanted to give the same amount of love, money, time and energy into each song as singles. And then I thought, once looking at the titles and realizing the stories behind the songs, I thought, let's make that EP. But they've all had their chance to stand on their own. So that's what I'm doing with Slaying Ghosts, is I'm giving it its chance to stand on its own, but I guess as the mother of the EP, you could say.
Right. Yeah, right.